Uh-oh. What's good? The International is it's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Peace. What's good? International Supreme Team tapping in. International Supreme Team representative Taraj one in the building. Waiting for my brothers to jump on. You know what I'm saying? We hop there and do it quick. What's up? Peace, Spooder. Peace. What's good with you? See you dropping that fire. We just be doing a quick tap and waiting for my brothers to log on. Peace. You know what I'm saying? We tapping in. We got a lot of hip hop to talk about. Just setting up things right now, but we got a lot of hip hop to talk about. We dropping the show. I hear you, yo. I'm loving the whole joint. Yeah, it's a lot of hip hop to talk about. We getting ready, setting up. You know, it's just the preview of the ODK. You know. I'm waiting for the brothers to tap in so we can get this thing started. But yeah, bro, it's a lot of hip hop we gotta talk about. So this is just a live before the actual podcast. Big. Hold up. Let me see what's going on with my peoples. You know, Spanish ran. We talking. I don't know. It set up. Ain't got nothing. I have nothing. You know. Wait, this the countdown. Bing. So good, Pop. Well, now. What's up, man? What? Yo, peace, peace. What's good? Waiting for the brothers to hop in. Hip hop conversations, hip hop, podcast talk. That's going on. Mm-hmm. Go lay down somewhere. That guy. What's going on? Podcast gonna be lit. You know, hip hop has had a great start. About to have a beautiful finish to 2023. Hip hop been just destroying 23. Just great stuff. Just great project all around. Great projects been coming out. Crime Apple, Spanish Ran, UFO Feed. Shouts out to him. Man, been a wonderful year. What's up, man? Go down. No, that's right. Let me see. Shut up. Shut up. Ew.
Yo, hold up. Wait a minute. My bad. Yo.
Oh, okay. We the garage episodes. All right.
Yeah,
What's
man, you
happening?
finally get what you want, nigga. Dude,
you
won't
know,
you ever go in the garage? But the
I'm
rest of
getting.
my fucking house is fly, bro. I don't want to be in the garage, man. What the fuck I gotta be in the garage? Nah, man, a lot of shit going on in the garage, man. Yo, peep game. A lot of shit going on. Organization courtesy of KJ 42. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Organizational skills are for sale. He will come and fix your shit for a good fee. So we doing that. You know what I'm saying? You see the workout shit back there. You know what I mean? Your man's getting in there for real. Over there, you see the mulch over there because the nigga got a yard and shit. You know what I mean? So we doing some mulch, some lights and shit. You know what I mean? Yo, where big school at?
I don't know. I sent him an invite. He ain't pop in.
You know what I'm saying? Old niggas do what old niggas do. Yo, listen, man, I had an ill conversation. Well, it wasn't a conversation. Let me stop lying. What I had was it was just a quick back and forth on somebody's post, right?
All right.
Check it out. So the conversation was about the Hot 97 Summer Jam. Okay?
Okay.
And the problem is people still have their opinions on what hip hop should be, right?
Okay.
The older hip hop heads. Us.
Yeah.
Now, the post says, hey, I wish that there was subgenres in hip hop. So then this way, this stuff can have its own lane, right?
Right.
So I said, okay. Now this stuff consists of Saucy Santana,
Okay.
Glorilla, and I forgot it was one other person, right? Shout out to Layla, we see you,
Right.
right? My sister Leticia. So my comment was on our podcast, the International Reem Show, featuring all your peoples. On our podcast, we accept and celebrate subgenres in hip hop. And you know what's so dope about hip hop is that we don't have to wait for someone to approve anything.
At all.
At all. We can say, all right, this is what it is, and I said what's up.
Right.
And that's what it's going to be because I said that's what's up. So me and my team, we decided to say we respect subgenres in hip hop. And then I made examples, right? Check this out. I'm gonna see where you at. Do you remember in the 90s that Wendy Williams had us believing that Eric Sherman could have possibly been the gay rapper?
Yes, I remember that. That was like around the time Double or Nothing was kind of about yeah, bitch ass Wendy Williams.
So let's move the needle forward one more time. Mumble rap is popping off, going bananas, right? We over here, we in our feelings about mumble rap and the shit that's happening. And then Jeffrey decides to put a dress on and make his album cover him in the sachet position in the dress.
Yeah.
Now, he went on to sell hundreds of thousands of records. Fast forward, now we actually have out of the closet. I need you to sit back a little bit. All I can see is your eyes. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, you're much better. Now, we got Saucy Santana. We have gay rappers. Do you see what I just did there? You saw what I just did there?
I saw what you did.
From the rumor to the reality.
Yeah. That's it manifested itself. The Dice Game is in the fucking building.
He missed the whole fucking point.
Yo.
He missed the whole point, but I love him anyway. But if you saw what I just did there, I just took it from rumor in the 90s when it could have never happened to where we are today. So the truth of it all is there's an audience that's built for it. It may not be as big of an audience as any other subgenre in hip hop that we want to break down, but it's there, right?
Hold
and these people, huh?
Later, want to tap in real quick. But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying.
What's up, sis?
Good with you?
What's good?
Oh, it's about to be a fire discussion now.
Oh man.
Taking a little break from the funeral festivities, but I'm always down for a hip hop conversation.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so yeah, going back to the point, there's an audience for that now. And there's a
Right.
movement behind that audience at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, what hip hop is based on, like its ground laws, was being a voice for a community. And even before being a voice, it was being the groove, let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Then it became about being a voice, right? We had Public Enemy. I could name the list on and on and on and on. So it became about being the CNN of the streets. When did hip hop stop being about the people, the art, in the streets? I'll
I'm gonna
wait.
say when some exec got greedy and was like, "Oh, we can make more money off of this than we thought by doing this."
When it stopped being profitable.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever had the opportunity to test the market to see if there was some profit there.
So you
Well,
want to know
But
when is the timeline of when hip hop started becoming more acceptable of things that were deemed
but now, what my aim is today, well, not even my aim, man. I guess what I want to just let be known is that as a squad, we've come to terms with the fact that hip hop is a umbrella today. You're gonna have your true hip hop boom bap shit, and you're gonna have so many other things that we gotta start respecting, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you one thing. I think Hit Boy was making a good point in his song, "Slipping in the Darkness," but I still think. So I agree where he's kind of poking fun at them, saying, "Well, where's the versatility?" This is what I do, and everybody's rocking with me, and me and this crew are the new wave, because that's the way that shit be starting, right? So I'm good with that. I could live with that. And I just want other people to be able to do the same thing, or at least continue being open minded, because the hate is stupid at this point. You know what I mean? And it's like, how much more could you continue to keep pointing your finger at and saying, well, that ain't hip hop, that ain't hip hop.
I
Nah,
just
that ain't that hip hop. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That ain't that rap music.
I just don't fuck. If I don't listen to it, I just don't listen to it. Like I stick to the underground. So yeah, if I don't mess with the Coil Rays and the Lil Uzi verse and all that, that's that type of music. I just don't listen
Okay,
to it.
okay.
they're in their
Shorty,
own lane though, you know.
let me throw this at you then. Let me throw this at you then. If Omar from The Wire was a rapper, would you fuck with him?
Dope is dope. If you dope, you dope.
Okay, because you just said you kind of put Saucy Santana to the side, right?
No, I mean even if I'm just saying that's what that's the type of music I think of him being like the little Uzi verse and all them other type of what I mean. So that's why I said if I don't listen, I just don't listen to it.
So
If I don't like it, I don't like it.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I was listening to the new album from IDK. He off the West
Uh-huh.
Coast, right? Kid is dope as fuck. He reminds me of young Kanye without being Kanye, on some Kanye shit that I love. The way that he speaks his mind and how he flows, I love it.
All right.
Anyway, he got a dope ass song with Saucy Santana on it. And I didn't know that Saucy Santana was on it because I was just letting it play all the way through the first time I heard it. And when I heard the record, I was like, yo, this shit is dope. And I ran it back. And then I was like, yo, who's this on it? And I was like, And I can't go back and say something now because I've already said it was dope. I'm not a hypocrite, and I'm not going to be some fucking bigot either. Like, oh, that mother. Nah, B, if it's dope, it's dope. And that's the whole, again, going back to the principles of hip hop. If it's original and it's dope, you get a nod. You know what I mean? You get a nod of yeah. What up, Big
Nice.
School?
I see you.
What's up, everybody?
You know.
What's that?
My vibe level is like.
Line two. Hold on, quick. I'll be right back. Come on. We're not going outside.
I'm here. What up, sis? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Could be better, but you know, what y'all
I
talking
feel you.
about before I signed it? Like I said, I'm gonna get myself up, but right now I'm just like, but I'm gonna get myself up. So I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna chime in here and there. I'm gonna listen to everything.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think going to what you said, Reem, are we looking at, like, if the music is good, we accept it, or if the music is good, but we don't like who it's coming from, we just like, ugh. You know, because I'm kind of an asshole, and I'm kind of like, ugh. Like, if a Nicki Minaj come on and it sound good, I'll be like, it's good music, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah, good music. Good music.
I tried really hard to put my personal feelings aside with an artist, but in the sense of Kanye West, I don't talk about him. I don't listen to his music. I don't buy his clothes. I totally, he is not there on my radar anymore because of the antics and the years of pile up of bullshit that he's done personally and professionally that I can't respect as a person. So I feel you on that, sis.
Right.
But a lot of times I be trying to put my personal feelings to the side. The thing that I'm a little upset about is, speaking of Nicki, this is only going to be her 5th album that comes out.
Oh, she put out another one?
After so-called being in retirement.
That's why retirement is bullshit. Jay-Z messed that up for everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna put out the Black album. Oh, pop-up surprise!
Listen,
I'm back.
nobody retired. They take main vacations. They go on main vacations. They don't retire. They go on main vacations.
That's all that is. It's to get attention and to see if your fans are so down with you that they're going to support you on your last album. Cool. And right now, Nicki Minaj needs to eat. So if Nicki Minaj needs to eat, she's going to put out another album. That's why she's hungry and thirsty for these young female rappers out to jump on their records. There's a difference, and I'm not doing the whole pitting against each other crap. I'm not doing that, but I am doing a comparison. If we look at Cardi B, right? People are talking about her. She's the Andre 3000 of features, right? That's my personal thing. She hops on a feature and she kills it. And right now, to simply make money off of it in that way. She's doing it literally to support these younger girls. And Nicki, on the other hand, she has to come out of retirement because it's too many women dominating hip hop right now, and she wants a piece of that pie that she feels that she made.
You got a lot.
Yeah, the ladies are holding it down crazy right now on both sides of the coin, whether it be hip hop or rap. The ladies is definitely holding it down crazy.
Question: did y'all hear about Summer Jam?
Yo, I want to talk about that. I was trying to save some heat for you. Layla, you heard about Summer Jam?
I heard something about it.
Yeah, like
you think you could talk about it?
Because I forgot.
All right, so what I heard, I don't know if it's the same thing with school. I heard a couple of things. One, I heard the police try to interfere with the whole concert as a whole. They tried to shut it down. You heard that part? All right, so Nassau County tried to shut down the concert before it even started. or some
Wow.
legal
That's okay.
shit, try to fuck it up, and that didn't happen, right? So I guess that's a win for hip hop. But in this case, I might have been down with the police. I know I'd be like, fuck the police. But in this case, I might have been down with the police because I don't fuck with that trash ass hip hop. And let's not get it twisted. Like, I don't fuck with it. I'm not in here trying to defend it saying we should fuck with it. I'm just saying it should have a life of its own. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't fuck with it.
Yeah,
Now,
because I heard that we was gonna be there. I was like, well, ain't nobody there that I fuck with really. It wouldn't be fun for me, but it's people who fuck with them who enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? But
well, now,
people
I
like,
think the Locks was supposed to be there to do something on the strength of the 50th hip hop anniversary.
and everything. Because like you said, there's supposed to be some other artists that been doing Summer Jam throughout the whole years. But I think it said only Remy showed up. I'm correct.
Bro.
So you think the have you heard about the Cardi B situation? Y'all think Cardi B trying to shade her low key, trying to shade Ice Spice?
Nah, I don't believe it. Cause Cardi say what she mean what she say. She ain't got to shade nobody.
Hey.
Did Ice Spice did she get a platinum record that day too?
Who?
I don't know.
Ice Spice, she got, I don't know if she got a platinum or gold record. I know they gave her something when she was on stage.
No.
That's dope.
Okay.
That's dope. That I don't know what they doing with that girl, but they got that girl all over the world, bro.
Yeah.
Right back.
Winning. You know.
Good shit.
There's some great hip hop. 2023 is looking beautiful, bro. Like, I listen to that. I listen to that Holy Zoo City.
Yo.
Mama, yo.
Listen, Spanish Ram and Aldo.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Matter of fact, Ito getting ready to drop something else. You know what I mean?
I think that Holy City Zoo is that? Am I saying it right?
Holy Zoo City is one of the two.
I think it's Holy City Zoo, whatever it may be. Holy Zoo City. Yo, it might grab album of the year #1 spot for me, son.
Over Larry?
That's big.
Over Larry. Larry. Yo, so here's the thing. Peep game.
All right.
Larry is the daytime.
Yeah.
And Aldo.
Nighttime.
Aldo is the project basement, bro. That nigga's the dark side.
You saw my Spanish Ram?
Man.
You saw my
Yeah. That album is heat.
dope, bro. I go for it.
That album is heat. Like,
dope. I like it.
Yo, that shit is fucking nutty. And the wild part of it is, the more I listen to it, the more I get it. Yo, he says some real shit on that album, bro.
I gotta go through it one more time. You do say some shit. You say some shit. I gotta go through it one more time. Yo, I want to check it out to Tony, the Mercy joint. Fire. I like it.
I got to get to that. I got stuck on this. I'm going to get to that. Yo, but Taraji, you looking at a porn magazine? You got a porn look on your face. You good, bro?
No, I'm feeding the dog.
Oh, okay. You look like you was looking at a porn magazine over there. Yo,
what's a porn?
The porn magazine.
I'm gonna have to log off early because Spades is calling. But I love y'all.
Okay, well, you know,
Smart.
at this
Hello, hello.
stage, you know.
How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are y'all?
We doing
All
Great.
good.
right.
How about yourself?
It's funny because I think I'm gonna do a young hip hop Tuesday with the little kids.
Uh-huh.
What kind of music you like? Oh, I was talking about y'all real quick. Come here, let me. I was talking about y'all because I was like, there's one artist I think may be the GOAT. Because if we got 40 and 50-year-olds and 10-year-olds talking about the same rapper, he gotta be it. Who did you say you like? Lil Baby. Lil Baby. The kids love Lil
I
Baby.
respect
Little baby.
that. I respect that.
Little baby for the kids. Little baby for the
We
kids.
I was thinking about
agree.
going, but we
We
made 10,
support
15
that
minutes. You guys
decision.
really think that
You approve? International Reign Supreme approves that message.
Little baby for the
All right,
kids.
y'all. Well, I love y'all. Talk to you later. See you
Love you
tomorrow,
too.
Reem.
All right.
Bye.
So yeah, man. Look, one last thing on this Cardi B thing. I may not respect her as a rapper, but I damn sure respect her as a businesswoman. Because she's collecting
Yeah,
all her
bag.
money
She
from
get that
that
bag.
chick that tried to disrespect her all crazy. What was her
All
name?
4 people that not chasing me is outside. I'm good.
That's why we can't do a podcast, school. We got the fucking police, the ambulance.
My bad, though. Look, but times hard out here in the streets. You gotta do what you gotta do and get that money.
You good?
Yours?
Yeah.
NBA playoffs?
Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami.
Because you got a lot of people who are Boston and Nick.
Yeah.
Did you see them last night though?
Yo, I knew he was gonna win because the first game they was tired.
No.
They was tired. You
No,
know?
I mean Denver. Like Denver, even though they caught an L, they look good playing, bro.
Nah, they
Niggas is
look
nice.
good.
Yeah.
They look good playing. But Jordan Jr. Jordan J Bucket, Jordan Jr. Jordan Jr. Yeah, he ain't trying to lose, bro. Because listen, if you seen when they beat Boston, right? What it was came to and won the Eastern Conference Championship. If you want to look it up, he shook it. The guy gave it to him. Shook his head. He's like, I don't want it.
He did, so he didn't grab it then. He didn't hold it.
Nah, he still his hands phone bit. He stood there. Like, anybody was cheering on crazy. He stood there quiet. Just
What?
because he like, I did it before. I want the big thing now. I want the chip. You know what I'm saying? I want the chip. I want that.
Wait. Who he get to the finals with?
I think about Miami.
No.
You sure you gonna follow me? Or what? He's got Chevy? Because I could have sworn they went to chip one year. They got beat. I don't know against who. That's
Nah,
like
Jimmy wasn't on the team with the last time.
Yeah, he was in Chicago, I think, still. I think he was in Chicago still. I think Jimmy was in Chicago still when Miami got.
I'm gonna find out. Yo, Trill Burgers got their own spot. I was happy as fuck. I was like, yes.
Fucking right. Fucking right.
Yo,
Right
when I
on.
got to Houston, I gotta go with Trill Burgers.
Yeah,
He did it.
I have waited patiently for this moment in history. Cause yo, you know what makes this kind of ill? I'm glad you brought this up, and I'm glad I'm having this realization. You know what makes this dope? There's a spot out here called Blake's Burgers. Or Blake's Barbecue. It's on Janetta. It's in between Westheimer and West Park.
Okay.
They just closed down. Like it looked like a funeral service over there, bro. Like it was hard times and tears in that motherfucker. This nigga was, I'm done. Like it was over.
Wow.
And now Bun B's opening his joint, the Trail Burger spot.
Yep.
And the spot that he got, it used to be a a James Coney Island hot dog restaurant.
Mm.
Yeah, it did. I remember that James Coney Island.
Well, bro, I gotta go there.
Yo, it's about to be on and popping in these burger streets, B. What up, cousin? I see you, Todd. That's a fly nigga, man. I love that nigga.
What's good, my guy? And you know what I like about chicken? You got all kinds. You got vegan and turkey. I was like, yes, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Burgers is real.
They got veggie.
Shout out to Bun B and your new Trump burger spot. Shout out, bro.
Hey, yo, that's gonna be the next phone call I make to Taraji. Make sure that he good and I could go scoop him, and we'll do that. Yo, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I wanted to hit y'all up about real quick before we actually got into the episode? We talked about Cardi. We talked about Summer Jam. But I feel like we forgetting something.
Music. Y'all talk about the albums before I came on, though.
Yo, Al motherfucking dough, B.
Yeah.
Al motherfucking dough. I know y'all brothers really love that Larry June. I respect that.
No. It's in my. I'll put this in my top 10. I still got Larry June up there, but I put that in my top 10.
I say
this may have the #1 spot for me on my 10, bro.
I already know who it is. I already know. That Ito, that Larry Jones.
It is dope.
That Ito shit's fine.
Man, listen.
You know, Future Wave shit is super duper, bro.
That 2-3 zone by Flu Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
You know,
my top 10 is something crazy.
Huh?
I'm happy that album is out. You know what, man? We doing the show, y'all. We doing the motherfucking show because we in June. June. We at the 6-month point. I want to talk about. Conway's "Won't He Do It." I want to talk about that. I want to talk about. I want to talk about what's that shit SD Nack has. What's it called? Hacksaw.
Oh my God, yo, what a fucking album! Nacksaw Douglas. What a fucking album!
We gotta chop that up, son, because you feel some kind of way and I feel real different.
Like,
you feel real different. I mean, I was so
yeah, we'll talk about it. And that is dope. You gotta listen to that man. He might like. I remember when you said he's not saying that because he's not talking like knowledge or nothing. Nat is spitting.
Motherfucker, I did not say because he wasn't talking like Nas. Like, are you kidding me? If you think for a moment I'm going to ST Nack and hear something that Nas would say, you out of your fucking mind.
I didn't say Nas. I said you said he wasn't spitting because he wasn't really talking no real shit. But I said
you said knowledge or knowledge?
Yeah, he's talking knowledge and shit.
Okay.
You gotta listen to man. That album is dope. I fucks with that. I fuck with that style. That is dope. Why you look sleepy? Why you look sleepy, man? Stop it.
I'll be waiting my turn.
Go ahead. I'm
all right. So look. ST Nat got 2 albums out right now.
Yup, Black.
So Black or Nacksaw Jim Duggan, which one? Yep. Sit with it. Don't rush it.
Don't rush it. Don't feed the dog now. Don't react.
Man. Yeah. Don't run there, my nigga.
Don't react.
And and I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to think about it for you.
I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Right now it's Nacksaw. Right now I'm gonna say Nacksaw just because that's what I'm jamming.
Okay.
Yeah,
Scoop, can you weigh in? Are you familiar with the projects? Can you weigh in?
I'm familiar with the Nacksaw Jim Duggan one. I like it. It's dope. But I put it in my top 10 though. But it's dope.
I was saying.
It's dope. I'm on the side of not hating it and not liking it. don't not picking it up. I'm on the side. It's dope to me. It's dope.
Yeah.
So somebody throw it on, I'll bump to it. You don't throw it on, all right, cool.
My opinion is it's an epic fail. It's a failure of the West Side Gun blueprint. But by far, because I'm gonna save a show. I'm gonna save that part for the show, because what I want to break down is I want to break down Griselda projects versus BSF and
Drum work.
Okay.
We about that
That's I like
early.
that.
When we saw about that yesterday for a little bit.
I like that.
Because it was people who I thought was down with one label, I didn't know it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so that definitely is going to be a good conversation, because just do a little teaser, just a little teaser. You know, like each camp put out something fire. You know, so it's out something fire. And like I said, but it's all about what camp put the most out. I thought myself that drum work put the most work out, but remember, I thought it was down drum work, so it wasn't that was drum work. So now it's like, man, okay, so they did put out the most work, but I think they could have probably given them out, how it may be, because like, one member from Griselda coming out, then another member from the camp coming out, then another from the other camp coming out. So it's like you're going to get somebody coming out constantly. But even with that, it's like, okay, everybody come out with something constantly, but at all of them who have the bangers. Like they all have fire joints, but who have the banger joints at all.
Right.
You know,
and the only banger we got from Griselda was Rome Streets. And then we got if you ask me, I gotta give it to how Conway rolled it out, because right now I count that drum work got 2.
Right.
He got the joint with him and his brother J Ski, and then he got his joint out right now. Won't he do it?
Yo,
so
hold on, real quick.
I gotta give it.
Oz business want to jump in.
Who? All right, one piece.
Yeah, we hopping in. We got somebody jumping in. Oz business. Man.
I may have to get my phone charger. I think my phone. Yeah, I'm down at 11%. I may have to get my charger.
I see Orlando.
What up, Joe? That's my bro. Wait. Don't say nothing. Yo, that's O. Taraji, that's Big O.
Yeah, I know.
You know who the God is. Yo, School.
Yeah.
That's my man, School.
Yo, what up, Big O?
What up, though? Hey. Yeah. I wanted to holler at you yesterday because I was smoking and I came up with an idea and then I got doing some more shit. So I was like, damn. So I wrote it down, bro. So I wrote the idea down because I might get high and forget, but this is what I came up with, right? So hip hop 50, right? Yeah. Right. I came up with an idea. So the most impactful hip hop albums from each coast. Now my international game, I was gonna say 10 from, you know what I'm saying, north, south, east, west, and then 10 from international. My international game is whack. So I came up with 12 and a half from each coast. Okay. And well, the half is the most impactful song, but then the other is 12 albums. Right? So I was pretty much on the clock working, but this was Saturday, and nigga, I got to listening and shit. Then I just started writing shit down. So since you know what I'm saying, y'all the East Coast gods, and you know what I'm saying, know everything about you know what I'm saying, East Coast. So I'm just gonna give you this was just a rough draft of ideas, because I actually, I ain't gonna lie, I had some 93 gas this weekend, so that had my mind really working. So East Coast, right? So Message is the most impactful single from the East Coast. Then I got
Paid in Full, Life After Death, Illmatic, Get Rich or Die Trying. Three Feet High Rising, and the first Run DMC album.
Yeah.
You covered a lot of safe spaces.
Yeah.
You did. You definitely did. You did. Especially when you said the low end theory. I said, okay.
Impactful.
Not only impactful, but they changed the game. And you know I'm a huge Jay fan. I couldn't put any Jay albums on here.
Mm.
Hey.
You know, the truth is, hold up, good week.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
You know, the truth is, you gotta give Jay. You gotta put Jay one of three first Jay-Z releases on your list, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, Biggie, Nas, and Jay-Z had real slick shit to say about each other for a long time.
Right.
And the shit was so fucking slick that it's taken us almost 30 years to really read it in between the lines to see some shit that we never fucking saw before.
Right.
You know, when Biggie said, y'all niggas was far behind me, y'all niggas was early in the y'all niggas was grimy in the early 90s, far behind me, it ain't hard to find me, number one with the booyaka. You know, he was talking to Nas when he said that.
What? Yeah.
That was a line for Nas. Because
it was a lot.
What was going on a lot? Like, let me give you one from Nas. On it was written, Nas was like, fake thug, show no love. The way that he opened the record, he immediately took shots at Jay-Z by mentioning the rapper with the Lexus, with the TV to the Lexus was the minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you know the corner boys got Lexus with TVs in them. We rolling Bentleys and better over here. You know what I mean? Like, that's how he was representing the Queens. So the truth is, if you don't put Reasonable Doubt on your list, it's just missing, because what Jay did was Jay really solidified that player, drug dealer, boss persona. And after him, everybody really got on it, and now everybody is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Jay had a slightly different approach to Big. Big was like, yo, I'm in the streets and I got to get out. I got to make it. Jay, that's why I said Jay kind of closed the door, because Jay was, I'm a boss and I'm trying to get out of it. So it was a different perspective, but it was still a perspective that helped change the game.
Right.
Another one that I would throw in as a game changer would be Keith Murray's Murray's first album. Because what Keith did,
Most Beautiful?
The Most Beautiful, what Keith did was, Keith really brought vocabulary, lyricism. Like, after that, if you wanted to be nice, you had to be nice with words. And after Keith Murray would come Cannabis. Cannabis was nice with words, and he was crazy with metaphors. You see what I'm saying? So he was able to one up Keith Murray in a sense, because Keith Murray was nice with the vocab and good with the metaphors, where Cannabis was a fucking beast with metaphors. It's fucking retarded.
Who you put Cassidy as then?
Cassidy is way down the bar, B. Cassidy is very far down the bar. You gotta understand, bro, there's game changers and then there's niggas whose albums contributed to what hip hop is and making hip hop dope, and that's Cassidy.
I I feel you. Hey, let me catch you on cause have y'all been watching that iconic Notorious Big with Angie Martinez?
Oh,
Nah,
Oh, that shit got me in my
I gotta
feelings.
watch
I
it.
saw a clip.
Yeah,
I
hey,
saw a clip.
it's on episode. They on episode 5. I didn't watch the first 4. So what you said, right? Clark Kent said the whole song "Kick in the Door" was about Nas. Your rain on top was short like leprechaun.
Leprechauns.
I saw
Our
that clip.
first so-called Willies
That really
rappers, and
represent. Yeah.
I was just
and
getting at
so
Yeah.
he
somebody.
said,
I didn't know who. I was getting at somebody.
"Yeah, bro, I didn't know who he
Like,
was. I
I'm
didn't know who
saying,
Biggie was getting at, but I knew it had to be either Nas or somebody like that." But when Clark said, I said, "Oh shit, it's solidified when Clark said that." Now, let me get back to your J point. I totally agree with your J point, right? The only thing is, I had on my list, I had actually Blueprint, and I scratched it out and put hell is hot and it's dark and hell is hot. Because
You know.
what X did with those 2 albums back to back, I ain't a hardcore New York nigga, but what X did with that shit, those 2-3 years, he had this shit on smash. Now let me give you my one thing. This is never went scorn, and he never went down. He else got like 50. 50 went super hot, then went down. X super hot, then went down. Everybody else, they had these big diamond albums. They reached the top of the pinnacle, and then their music went down. Jay always rise, and then he got to a cruising altitude and never went down. That for me, that what makes Jay the GOAT, because of the fact that he consistently put out dope shit. Don't matter if he was at the height of the game or still at a cruising altitude. The only thing you would say Jay was weak on was Kingdom Come, and I love Kingdom Come too. He had some joints on there. That nigga was Beach Chair is one of my favorite Jay songs ever. But
You know what? We gonna argue that at a later date. But I wanna fuck with your emotions right now because you brought up something that fucked with my emotions, and you didn't quite cover the bill.
what's that?
And in that Angie Martinez interview with Clark Kent,
yo,
Clark
y'all watch it on.
It's on
I don't know.
YouTube.
I
It's
ain't
on
even see
YouTube.
it. I just saw the
All right,
clip.
bet.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's called Iconic Records.
All right, cool.
All right, so hold up, because I had to run and come get my charger because my fucking phone is dying. Angie and Clark started a conversation about when Pac got shot.
Oh yeah, that
And Clark said, yo, my man is dead. Our boy is gone
right.
because that nigga lied. And I thought about it and I said, oh shit. And yo, for real, I'm in my feelings. Hold on. I gotta make sure I plug this shit up.
Let me respond there, because I was gonna say, right.
I'm in my feelings right now about it, bro.
I fuck with Clark heavy, right? But those two things he said in that interview, I do not agree with. One, I don't agree with that sole premise that Biggie is dead because Pac quote unquote lied. I don't believe Pac actually lied. I believe Pac stretched the truth and told a little different, but he didn't actually lie. The second thing Clark said was the Chronic is not a classic.
Yeah.
You can skip over RBX, and he is bugging. Clark is bugging on that. Now that's his opinion. That's fine. But I do also, because I read this too, when somebody said, I do also agree that a classic album does not have to be a non-skip, but you only can have one skip. I would say that. Like Clark was saying, the Chronic is not a classic because you can skip over that one the RBX song, which is like number 16. I can't think. No, lyrical
Lyrical
High
Gang
Power
Bang?
Lyrical, something like that. Lyrical High Power. I can't think of the name of the song, but it's the RBX one.
High Power
There you go.
Lyrical Gang Bang.
Yeah,
So
High
you're
Power.
saying
Yeah,
that
High Power
the
Lyrical
RBX
Gang Bang.
joint made it not classic. You trying to say?
Right. He said, yeah, you can. Clark said you can skip over that RB. He specifically said RBX name, and motherfuckers was going off on Clark in the comments.
He did.
But
They did.
and that's his opinion, because I do agree that Doggy Style is a
It's a
better,
classic.
is a better
Doggy Style.
album, but The Chronic is a classic.
Yeah, yeah. I think Chronic was a game changer.
Person,
I think Chronic was a game changer. Would you say that?
So what?
Chronic was a game
Yeah.
changer. Yeah, I would say that.
The crime came out, bro. It did some shit. It did some
It
shit.
did some
Right.
shit.
Well, I got
It definitely.
I got a West Coast. Hey, I ain't gonna. I was, like I said, I was killing time because I was working. Well, I was supposedly working, but it was slow as fuck. So I'm just sitting there watching the email queue. Ain't shit going on. So I'm already in my zone. So I start off with the East. I say, well, fuck it, because I see some shit with my nigga Quick on. Because I was again fucking around on IG. And I see some shit with my nigga Quick and Sugar Free. I say, damn, all right, well, fuck it. Let me do the West Coast side, right? So let me give you that while I'm in that. All right, so the West Coast most prominent song was 6 in the Morning by Ice-T.
Yeah,
all right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, so here's the 12 albums. Straight Outta Compton, Doggy Style, America's Most Wanted, Quick as the Name, To Pimp a Butterfly, Victory Lap, The Documentary, All Eyes on Me, Regulate, Can't Touch This, Bizarre Ride to Cross-Side, and I don't know about this last one because I don't know I don't know, but it's really a West Coast album, but the artist is South. No One Do It Better, DOC.
Yo, it's amazing.
My nigga, yo, listen to me. Yo, they're so safe. They're so magazine approved, my nigga.
But look, it's amazing he didn't pick Nate and Corrupt album. And shit, that shit was fire.
The Nate Corrupt album?
Nate Corrupt album?
It's like That's Corrupt.
Oh, you talking about Dog Food?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was fire.
Oh, yeah. I love Dog Food, but I already got Doggy Style.
Okay. Yeah.
So that I was going with I wanted to put now you're right.
Far Side up there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad the Far Side is up there. Because the Far Side gives him that alternative edge, that eclectic edge.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I was gonna put it on there, because my favorite artist who I grew up. Reason why I got my first car was an '81 Eldorado when I was 15.
My favorite car.
My first car was an '81 Eldorado, and I got it because of my favorite artist, Too Short. Now I would have put one of his albums on there, but
I was wondering where he was.
I didn't because I would have put. I was thinking about putting his album either
the first one.
Cocktails or his album Getting It. Those are the two, but I played it. That's why you talk about playing the set. That's why I didn't go too far left. That's why I said I put the Far Side on there, because I'm like, okay. I had re-listened to the album, and I was actually about to get the vinyl that had a code. I still ain't got it yet, but that was the one I was iffy about. I was about to put Too Short on there.
You know, I would switch out. I would switch out a lot of your records. I think a lot of your records are safe. I can't.
Who you got on the West Side, bro?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going in. I can't. Well, look. Let's just get the elephant out of the room, right? Because you can't lose. You can't lose with Ice Cube. The question is, which Ice Cube album? For me, it's always going to be Death Certificate. A1, hands down.
I would agree. I agree.
You know what?
I agree that's the better album, but America Most Wanted made a bigger impact. I totally agree that's the better album.
No, it made, but one thing Death Certificate was something. serious.
Ring,
Yo.
you put Death Certificate over America's Most?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, we can
I
have this
would.
argument. We can
I
have this
would
argument
too.
all day. It's gonna be one of the two.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had to pick the two, I would. But when you talk about impact, the sound sonically of that album,
America's Most.
the
America's
lyrics.
Most. Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah,
Man.
I give it those things. Let me see. You know, I'm a huge Far Side fan. Both albums. I don't know if I like Wild Bizarre Ride or Lab Cabin better, but I definitely agree with that. You know, a lot of people still don't give MC Hammer the props that he deserves. Um, but
I see
you
that.
know, we got so many MC Hammers after him, low key. You know what I'm saying? Well, I won't even mention that. But you know, I'm trying to think who else from the West Coast, because I'm gonna tell you when I really got caught up, right? Like I know that E40 is there, but I wasn't a fan of E40, and I wasn't a real big fan of Short either, to be completely honest. It would take Ice Cube. I think NWA had some really dope ass joints, but you know it's Dre on the production, so you got to give him that.
Right.
But for me, man, Alchemist was a fucking jewel, man. Like I've seen Alchemist come up from, you know, being the dude that fucked with Mobb Deep to being the dude that was just putting on so many other talented dudes around California, whether it be Blue, whether it be Evidence, and then Evidence being part of
Was he TCF?
no. They were
Violated people.
Dilated Peoples,
Dilated
right?
People.
So
Okay.
these other like subgroups like Dilated Peoples or Jurassic 5, you know, I really took a liking to LA's underground scene, and then
Okay.
you know getting Alchemist to kind of blast off from out of that. I also got to give. Oh wait, I'm missing the whole fucking point, man. Cypress, motherfucking hell.
You right.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. How we get that second time?
First one. The first
Hell, bro.
first one. The first Cypress Hill was
Almost
banging.
Okay.
anyone. Like,
The
low
first one.
key,
The first one, yeah.
How we get that
Cypress
second time?
Hill, man.
Nah, Black Sunday was fire.
But yeah,
Nah.
You know Black Sunday?
Black Sunday
You know
was
what?
fire, but
I could walk away with my head high now. I feel good about myself, man. Cypress
Okay.
Hill, bro.
The thing about Cypress though, right, is motherfuckers didn't know Cypress was from the West till
I know.
years
I was
later.
from Queens.
I know. That's
I was
a fact.
I'm like, where?
Right.
New York.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
I
thought they were from New York, especially with the Killer Man and the Juice soundtrack.
Yo, so with them being in New York for that video and having Ice Cube in the video, that fucked up the whole image. I'm gonna tell you right now, because it really made it feel like them dudes was from New York. Real talk.
Right.
And there's a Cypress Hill in Brooklyn too, so it just kind of led more to the whole. Well, are they kind of really? Because they saying nigga, and they are Puerto Rican-ish, because at that time everybody was a Puerto Rican to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but I would have to say that Cypress Hill was impactful, because even when we realized they weren't, we totally respected it. It never felt like it was a copy or they was trying to be down. Like, it wasn't like a Vanilla Ice thing, right? It wasn't Vanilla Ice. It wasn't Gorilla Black. You know what I'm saying? It was oh, okay, we just didn't know. Because they weren't trying neither. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, this is how we do. And you know what makes this conversation so dope is how all of us is from somewhere different completely, and we've all had this same shared experience and emotion over these records and over these artists and how they came out, when they came out. It's important.
Right.
You know, sometimes I don't know if I can really. I don't know if we could keep leaving. I want to rephrase that. I don't know if we could continue to leave Tupac Is Now album out of the discussion.
I don't know why you would.
Too many times we talk about All Eyes on Me, and we don't
Yeah.
talk about Tupac Is Now or Down for My Niggas, and both of them albums are better if you ask me.
Hey, can I get
Nobody talked
can I
about the
get
album. That was
hey,
his last album. That was his last album.
bro? So while you saying that, right? I literally just seen multiple niggas on different podcasts dissing Pac, talking about those particular two albums, talking about they were whack. Pac. His flow was mediocre. This, that, and the third. I'm listening to these, and now I see
When
it.
my homies call,
Man, bro,
when my homies call,
That's my
bro, you ain't got to
shit.
tell, bro. You ain't got to tell me. Now, let me tell you this. This is my opinion. Even though I don't say Tupac is the greatest album. I mean, artist. To me, Me Against the World is the completest hip hop album ever.
I can see that. I can
Pac
see that.
Pac take you through every nigga emotion.
But he was locked up. He was locked up in that during the album, wasn't he?
See that's the thing. He wasn't locked up. See, now this is the thing that we can get. This is a whole nother story about the
that
Pac and Biggie.
album was finished up before he turned himself in. That's facts.
Yes, that album was finished up. So I feel like that album, Pac took you through every nigga emotion, from love, what we're going to, what bitches we trying to fuck, what we going out to the club, respect for my mama, showing love to the old school, then saying fuck it, I'm going all out, guns blazing. Like every nigga emotion you can think of, and looking out for the little homies, little niggas. Like, hey, little nigga, what you doing? Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Trying to steal the youngest. Every nigga emotion is in that album. So to me,
I ain't never thought about it like that. The way you break it down, me personally, I thought about it like that.
To me, that is the most complete hip hop album. When you start from start to finish, no skips. You got song for the niggas, you got song for the club, you got song for the chicks, you got song to ride to, you got song to say I'm going.
Do you remember what song was for the club or what song was for the chick?
Temptations was a song for the club.
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more.
Temptations. So that album there, I feel like is the best.
Oh, you can still put on Temptations right now and get the whole club bumping, B.
Bumping.
The dudes and the chicks, everybody is bumping to that record right now. Bro.
Right now.
Right now.
So I agree that with you, because I feel like, especially the younger generation, how they put Pac, like Pac is whack and shit, like, oh, he was only, you can only, I'm like, nigga, if you a rapper talking in the early 90s, Pac was actually writing rhymes and spitting rhymes. Nigga, like, I'm like, have you ever seen Pac freestyle? Have you ever seen, like, I'm like, what the hell you talking about when you talk about, especially when you talk about his first two albums, Brenda Got a Baby, like you said, Soldier Song.
Yeah.
All these, I'm like, these are actual songs that, because old buddy said, what's what buddy say on Mad Hot Puma, when he said Pac was pretty much one of the greatest writers ever, and I have to agree. Like, these songs had concept, meaning, and then that's one thing I don't like about this new age shit, is they'll make a song about something and don't talk about it. Like Bad and Bougie. How is the bitch bad and bougie? You didn't talk about none of that. No part through the song.
How is the bitch bad and bougie?
How? Like, yeah, like none of that. Like all three verses, the niggas just flowing and talking about shit, but nothing about a bitch being bad or bougie. So that's my thing, especially, you know, as I grew up, if the song is about this, Your rhymes need to be about what the song is about. But that's a whole nother thing. That's about, get off my old man shit.
Whole nother thing. All right, so yo, I got something for you.
Okay.
Got something for the table, but I really got something for you. You know, I be going real passionate on my New York shit. I've been talking about Dre. Are you comfortable with Are you comfortable with giving the title? Okay, not even the title, because I don't know what we give Dre, right?
Okay.
And I don't want to use Dre's name or likeness or image in what I'm getting ready to say. So let me put it this way.
Okay.
Is Eric Sherman on Dr. Dre's level?
No.
Why not?
You said who? You said Ed Sheeran?
Eric Sherman. Is Eric Sherman not the Dr. Dre of the East Coast? Like, is he not on Dre's level?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Eric Sherman?
Listen.
Eric Sherman.
We talk about E-double.
No.
Green Eye Baby.
You know what I mean? I know.
He's a tier below Dre.
It's a good question, bro.
Eric
Good question.
Sermon is a tier below Dre. Because of the fact now, let's talk about it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre started way back. Dr. Dre at least got 30 years. Eric probably got maybe 20, right? But
No. EPMD, bro. No.
I'm saying
Dre was back
20. I'm saying Dre got 30. I'm saying, okay, Dre got 30 plus.
So does Eric Sherman.
When did that EPMD came out? What, like 89?
Nah, like 86, 87.
Yeah, because we're thinking
No, that album didn't come out before Paid in Full.
Yeah, it did.
No, nah, they didn't come out before.
Around the same time.
It was around the same time. Absolutely.
That's 88, that's 88, 89.
Yeah.
Paid in Full is 88, 89.
So then that's what you say album had to come out 89.
Right, yeah.
Early 89.
Okay, so wait. I understand you want to establish a timeline. So
Right,
Dr. Dre got NWA. Eric Sherman got EPMD. They still both in the late 80s. So let's just give it late 80s, early 90s.
All right, even with the
timeline established.
Even with the time frame, right? All right, so I look at it like this. During the early 2000s, the only song I can remember that was really popping with Eric was that music song. He sampled the Marvin Gaye joint. So from there on to now, I can't remember another Eric Sermon production where I was like, oh, okay, that's Eric on the production. When you talk about Dre.
All right. So wait. I just want to give you one quick example because we've crossed that bridge. I just want to point it out real quick. I just want to be like, yo, that one. When we was talking about Tupac's album, we was talking about Temptations and how dope it was even right now at this moment. That's an Eric Sherman production.
What song?
Temptations.
Temptations. He did Temptations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quiet.
Yeah. The catalog is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, the catalog is crazy.
I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to, because this go back to what I was going to say about the Biggie and Pac thing. I thought Easy Mo B did that.
Did what? Temptations?
Yeah. Yes. I've seen Easy Mo B talk about him producing that song. Easy Mo B did at least about 4 or 5 joints on Me Against the World.
But Sermon got one of them.
We may have to check the credits, but this is where I'm at. My answer is yes.
Okay.
Even on the strength of using music as an example of one of many of Eric Sherman's hits, Eric Sherman is actually writing his own music, bro. Like, he pins his own lyrics, number one. So
Okay.
Eric came in the game as a lyricist and as a producer. So he was
Right.
producing for EPMD, same way Dr. Dre was producing for NWA, right? And then here comes the spinoff. Well, here comes the Crew.
Okay.
And this is where I really like to have the conversation, because then it was EPMD, it was Das Effects, it was fucking Redman, it was K Solo,
Yep.
right? And
Right.
these artists that we can't deny that he's produced for them all.
Right.
Keith Murray joined the clique. Keith Murray was in the clique.
Right.
Am I leaving anyone out of Def's out of his squad?
Some young nigga, right? Some young dude was a Chiali. That's Chiali. He had young cat, didn't he?
Jamal.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah, he
illegal.
had illegal.
Yeah, illegal. Yeah, I had that CD. It was rigged.
He had illegal.
Yeah.
So
Illegal
just about every group that Eric's had his hands on has been real fucking dope. Every remix that he's got on has been real fucking dope. On top of who he produced for here and there and there and there. Like a Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre did remixes and shit, right?
Right. But let me give you this with Dre, right? Dre, true that Eric did all those with those artists, but every decade in the last 40 years, Dre get another crew and a new batch of artists. At first in the 80s, when he had the NWA and all them crew, right?
World class.
That's gone. Then the 90s, Death Row, all that's gone. Then the 2000s, then he got M, then he got 50, then he got The Game, then that's gone. Then that's gone. And then the 2010s, he got Kendrick, he got Anderson .Paak.
I would say that he might have given some mentoring and assistance, but he can't claim them. They wasn't on the roster.
He can't claim what, Kendrick?
Can't claim Kendrick. Kendrick's TDE.
Yes,
There's some affiliation. Yes, I agree with you. There's some affiliation, some mentorship. You know what I mean? Some coaching in the game.
I mean,
but
the first
label goes
he's
to
a
TDE.
Did he not executive produce the first album?
The label was TDE.
The executive producer all you want. Label.
He's not an Aftermath artist. Neither is Anderson .Paak. He's not an Aftermath artist.
Nope.
I think
He's not.
who's on Aftermath?
Anderson .Paak ain't on
Aftermath?
No, who's on Aftermath?
Nobody.
Now?
Yeah, nobody, right? Oh no.
Nobody. Eminem is the last artist on Aftermath, and we don't know what's going on anymore with Aftermath. So,
Hold on. We're gonna stop you right there. I don't believe Eminem was ever signed to Aftermath. Eminem was signed to Interscope.
Okay. Well, he was shady Aftermath.
He was Interscope Aftermath the same way 50 was. Actually, 50 was Interscope Aftermath Shady.
Yeah.
Right. But that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah, two labels.
Yeah.
But okay. But again, let's say this, right? With Dre got disciples. Let's say that. All Dre disciples are.
But we can't claim them. We can't say that's Dre. Dre can have all the time. That's not Dre.
Why not? Why not Dre?
No, it's not Dre. It could be Dre's disciples, but it's not Dre. We talking about Dre.
That's right.
Dre.
We talking about Dre. We talking about this is Dre versus Eric.
Yeah, Dre ain't just dropped no heat since. Wow. I can't even think. But not that's a bad thing, but you know.
Dre, his last. Okay, hold on. When his last album was Compton.
Dre's
last album was Compton. Nah, you got to think about it. Dre's last album was Compton.
Okay.
But Eric Sherman's last album was called like Euphoria or something, where he had R.J. Payne on it and AZ's on it.
It's called Vermeer. It's called Vermeer. It's called Vermeer.
Yeah, what you said.
Well, again, what I'm saying is the reason why I would say Dre is at a higher tier than pretty much any other hip hop producer We're talking about producing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about overall artists because that's a different story. We're talking about producers. I feel like when you talk about production wise, and when you say Dre, right? Dre branches is so, his roots are so spread out, bro. Eric Sermon is there, but I just don't see his roots as long as Dre. That if that makes sense.
I gotta disagree, brother. I gotta disagree,
okay.
brother.
Now we say producer because Eric did Drunk Buster. He did who else he had that was drunk with? Fuck.
Yeah, but okay, even with Eric, right? What was the last even popular song that he was on or produced?
The last popular song that Eric Sermon produced?
Yeah. Produced or he was even on?
Well, alright, I'm gonna have to search my mental Rolodex for that. But
I can go go quickly to Dre. Dre just did those joints with the Grand Theft Auto shit. Although
We talking about albums though. We talking about albums.
No, I ain't
Oh
no
yeah.
album, you know.
Yeah, I know
Well,
that's all he did.
I'm saying
I know about
those are songs. I'm saying those were popular songs that recently came out within the last 2 years. I can think of that he produced.
okay. I feel you on that, and this is where I want to go with that.
Okay.
You know, for one, the video game money is outrageous money.
Fact.
It's outrageous.
I heard
the way that you
really
make
talking
your
about that shit.
royalties off of that, right? So hats off to him if he's getting involved in any video game, music money. Let's just call it that. You said that you didn't see the roots that the roots that Eric Sermon has in comparison to Dre's, and I feel that I'm with you. I feel I feel that Eric Sermon has the roots as well as the reach. The reach being the type of artist that he do rock with. See, the thing about Eric Sermon was he wasn't your ultimate go-to guy when it came to remixes, maybe even when it came to production. The way that I look at Eric Sermon as far as who he's worked with, it's been more of a, instead of I fuck with everybody, I'm more selective in who I fuck with because my shit is just that fucking dope, right? Okay. So I would say the artists that he works with, like R.J. Payne, even not as popular to the market or to the world, still a very dope MC that he chooses to fuck with. So when you're talking about Eric Sermon, you still got to remember this is the dude that did most of the production for the Blackout album, parts 1 and 2. He's done all the production for most of all of Redman's albums. Eric Sermon is the dude that you call in to give some of that heat that you need to fill in. Hence, Raekwon going to him for Cuban Link Part 2. Eric Sermon got production on that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
let me throw a little tidbit to add this. So so with this you saying, so Eric is the best producer out of New York?
So okay, that's a different conversation
because
because
the only other person I can compare to Dre on the West is Quick.
Okay, so to kind of to give that an answer, because I'm not necessarily saying Dr. Dre is the best producer on the West Coast. I'm not necessarily saying that Eric Sermon is the best producer on the West Coast. Okay. What I'm saying is both of these brothers had a real similar start.
Okay.
I think they have a very similar touch because of the artists that they do fuck with, because the artists you ran down, how they got to Dre one way or another doesn't mean that Dre didn't make them a star. See, let me just shift gears for just one quick second.
Okay.
One of the biggest debates that I always have with people based on Death Row and Bad Boy ain't about the number of records they sold.
Oh.
It's about, the argument for me is about who, it kind of goes back to Suge Knight and Puff.
Okay.
Who made the most legends? Who put the legends out? Who made who legendary? Right? You look at Death Row, you like, man, that roster, boy, just diamond lit up. You know what I'm saying? You look at Bad Boy's artists and you like, damn, man, them niggas went out bad, or went to God and went out bad, or, you know, if it wasn't for so and so, like, look what's coming out today. If it wasn't for Mace
The bad.
put Bad Boy on his back, wrote all them joints for Puff, all them joints for so and so. If it wasn't for Mace, you can't do that with Suge. You can't do that with Death Row. You can't do that with Dre. Because the only notch I got for Eric Sherman over Dr. Dre is Eric Sherman wrote all his shit. You could tell that Snoop wrote Dre shit on the Chronic. You could tell that Eminem wrote Dre shit on Chronic too. And you could tell that Kendrick was writing his shit for fucking Compton. Between him and Anderson.
Right. I can attest to that.
Anderson can rap.
Yeah.
That's, man, I gotta see that. That's my nigga. I've been fucking with Anderson tough.
Yeah.
But I agree with that. I agree with that premise. But I want to, because since you said that, because I do.
You know what? My question is more of a legendary status question.
Okay.
That's what my question really is. Are they on the same legendary status level? That's my question.
Even though, yes and no. I feel like yes.
Still gotta know in there.
Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah, let me stop right. No, they're not the same. They're not the same legends. Because again, I feel like Dre is a top tier, and to be totally honest with you, I don't. When you talk about production, hip hop production, or just overall in production in the last 30 years, I feel like Dre is the Quincy Jones of hip hop.
So if Dre is Quincy Jones, damn.
Dre is.
Damn, I don't even know who to put on Eric's shit.
Nobody else was doing it like Quincy in that type of genre.
You know what?
I mean, no, it's plenty of other.
You said Dre's Quincy Jones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gonna make Eric Sherman babyface?
That I can work with that. I can definitely give you that. Because Babyface is definitely a lyricist, definitely a musician. So yeah, I would give you that, because on the R&B side, when you talk, if you'd have said Prince, then I'd be like, nah. But Babyface, perfect, because Babyface is, I feel like when you talk about, say, levels of the pyramid, Dre is at 5. And Babyface and Eric Sermon and people like them, I would say they're at 4. They're right below them, but they're not on the same tier.
Now, you know, speaking of that R&B side of things, I'm gonna see you in the street. I'm gonna do some homework in the meantime, brother. We're gonna have something to build.
Speaking of Dre, are you? I'm going to the orchestra thing at the House of Blues Saturday.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they playing. It's an orchestra doing a rendition of 2001.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I heard a couple about people going to be there, man. That sounds like a really dope situation, yo. How you dressing for the occasion though?
Oh shit, I ain't wearing no suit and tie. I'm going to how I normally go. And bringing my weed too, all that shit.
You gotta bring the weed, bro. You gotta bring the weed. Make sure you roll.
But hey, before I forget before we get too caught on the West. So let me give you the other two sides, right?
Yeah, you
This I
got
Yeah,
think
go
this.
ahead. Because this magazine list of yours is interesting to say the
No,
least.
I want
That
to hear Dirty South. I want to hear who we got in Atlanta because
all right.
I want to hear this.
So since you said the South, I'm gonna go with the South instead of the Midwest first. So the South,
All
I
right.
got Aquemini,
Mm,
8 Ball Loss, Riding
Yeah.
Dirty, 400 Degrees, the
okay.
Carter 3,
Damn.
Thug Motivation 101, Trap
Yep.
Music, Dirty Sprite 2,
Mm.
As Nasty as I Want to Be, 2 Live Crew, Ghetto D, Master P, The Diary, Scarface, and Soul Food, Goody Mob.
Soulful is so dope.
How did
So
you
cool.
how did you nail down that particular Scarface album?
Yeah, he got a good
Because
one.
because I went back and looked at because really the next album, which is what is that? It's not Southside, but
The Fix.
the Fix is after that. The Fix came out in 2000. This
Okay.
album came out in 96. Untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Untouchable
You know what?
is really my favorite Scarface album. But when I started to look at, I said, man, The Diary, Jesse James, man, it was so many shits on that. I said, oh yeah, this is really, and that album, The Diary, came out in '94, I believe. So that's when I
9-6.
really got on Face then, because I first got on him on his first album, Mr. Scarface, which was this first song. That's all I heard was Mr. Scarface come up that song. I'm like, oh, this nigga here is ill. So I got
That
on him
shit
on his next album and with The Diary. So I got The Diary because that was the first album I actually bought of Scarface. So that's why I chose The Diary. But I would have went with either The Diary, Untouchable, or even not The Fix, Last of the Dying Breed.
That was a hey.
Last of the Dying
Yo,
Breed. So those three in the middle was like really my favorite. But so I would have went with any three of them, but I went with The Diary because that was the first ones I bought. So that's why I said Diary. But yeah, man. And
What I want to say about is Outkast West. Because Outkast West, you pick who again?
the Criminal.
I'll pick Aquemini.
Equipment now was dope, but I feel you pick Southern Playlistics or
I would
Aliens.
Yeah, AT That was a monster too, but
You know what I'm saying? But
that's
Southern Playlistic, that shit was a straight go through. No skip for me. I was gonna say go through.
Hey, that is my favorite Outkast album because that was the first time I really heard some niggas from the South and was like, and I'm a nigga from the Midwest. And I'm like, man, these niggas going off. Like, so they flow was so in and out. And
Oh man,
I'm like, man, this shit. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. This album I stole from my godmother when I was 12, because my mama wouldn't let me buy it. So I ain't tell you I stole it. I borrowed it without asking, but I gave it back.
That sounds better. That sounds better.
I gave it back. I
So,
gave it back later. So I really
You know
still
what-
enjoy it.
Wait. Hold on. Because I gotta break out into something different real quick. But listen, I gotta know. We done did a show with this nigga right now, so we gotta close it out.
All right, let me do the Midwest then.
I'm thinking to myself, do I just want to jump out the window now and get into a fight with this nigga, or just let it go? Because the Midwest, yo, believe it or not, because of him, because of his brother, because of a mutual friend, because of a brother that I got in heaven, two brothers I got in heaven out of the Midwest. Yo, I've learned a lot. Y'all know me. I go off on my own. I find my own. I do my own thing. So, yo, son, if your Midwest list is safe, if it's magazine safe, I'm going to feel some kind of way. What you got, bro?
It ain't. Nah, I couldn't just go all my favorites, bro. I went with I wasn't being safe, but I was doing my favorites. So all right, we got Marshall Mathers LP, Adrenaline Rush, B by Common, My Dark Twisted Fantasy Kanye.
Yeah.
East 99 Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
The Cool by Lupe.
Yeah.
Donuts, J Dilla. Picture This,
Okay.
Do or Die.
Okay. We can be friends. We can still be friends.
Picture This, Do or Die. Funkified by The Brat. And the New Breed by MC Breed.
Okay.
He got a good
Yo.
Midwest. He got a good Midwest. He got good
Let me
Midwest.
know.
I'm just so happy that he has Dilla on there. That's where things would have got real complicated. Yo, I got put on the Dilla in Slum Village Fantastic 2 almost by accident, and that was the fucking rabbit hole, bro, and I tripped all down that shit. And as a fan, it still surprises me to know how much shit he really did for A Tribe Called Quest that we just didn't fucking realize because it wasn't his name on it, and I totally support the. I don't want to feed into everybody's shit and call it a beef, but whatever conflict him and Q-Tip had, I totally respect it because it's to a point where it's like, yo, we don't. It's gray. And don't get me wrong, like the reason why we don't really go at what's up?
Let me drive.
Okay. The reason why we don't go at Q-Tip is because Q-Tip has already established himself as being one of the strongest by himself.
Right.
If Q-Tip wasn't as dope as he was, and if he didn't have the credit and success of A Tribe Called Quest, his career would have been over that shit, bro. Like if he wasn't a equally or maybe arguably talented wise, and had the props to go along with it.
Yeah.
He's a man. Hey, speaking of Dilla, I learned some more. Have y'all seen the news documentary they got on him on it's on Hulu. It's on some news shit. It was a news documentary. I watched it about a month ago. But it's like an actual no, it's about Dilla.
I gotta watch.
Yeah, I'll send it to you to y'all boys, but it break down because I didn't know this about Dilla and Q-Tip until I was seeing that, and Dilla was saying it out of his own mouth in this documentary, saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm getting tired of not having my name on shit," you know what I'm saying? So that's why he went off and really did his own shit because he was tired of Q-Tip getting the props for joints that he did, and he got to explain like, nah, because it was some anonymous name that they was using or whatever, and
it was Uma.
Yep, exactly, yep. And that's what it was. So that nigga Dilla was like, man, nah, I got it. He's like, that's my man and all, but nah, I need to get my name out there so motherfuckers know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, yeah.
And I'm gonna take you one step further though, to Q-Tip's credit. None of us knew that Q-Tip was on them beats for A Tribe Called Quest. We all thought it was Ali because he was the DJ, so it was like obviously the DJ's doing the production. So I totally respect it, and I'm glad for it because man, that dude is a whole different thing. But yo, man, good list, bro. I ain't mad at the Midwest, bro. Thank you, man. Having B on there, B was a life changer in my hip hop life. That shit was crazy.
Man, I finally found it on I finally found it on vinyl. So yeah, I bought that bitch on vinyl a couple weeks ago. And finally got it in. So yeah, that Common album there was definitely. I was debating about which Kanye album to put.
Yo,
Wait.
Yeah,
I got a grenade. I got a grenade, and I'm dropping off. Common or Nas?
Common or Nas? Common or what?
All right, I'm gonna say this,
Common
right?
or Nas?
I would say Common before these last 3 albums Nas just put out.
I'm still gonna say Nas. I'm still gonna say Nas personally. I'm still gonna
I
say.
ain't got an answer. I want to do this again, like the four of us.
Yeah.
I want to do this again, and I want to come back. I want to come back and talk about Nas versus Common. Y'all with that?
I'm worried that'll go. Hey, shit, I fuck around, make a playlist, shit. Cause I think I got one.
Okay. All right.
I think I got
thing, man. Yo, I'm out. I gotta go kiss my girl or something. I'm out.
Hey, respect, family. Hey, just let me know, man.
Will do.
All right, bet. Peace.
Say it out, Roger. We out.